Hey folks, this is Vent with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly review Golf with Your Friends. This is a game that you can find on Steam for about 15 bucks. Before we go any further with this, I wanted to make a quick comment about that. Golf with Your Friends is primarily a multiplayer game. Yes, you can play solo, that is totally fine, and in fact, you could probably get a lot of playtime out of this. But this game is better played with friends, as the name implies, golf with your friends. So, it makes me wonder why there's not some sort of package deal that you can get. For example, buy 3, get the 4th free, that kind of thing. I think this game would have benefited from such a deal, considering that its primary focus is multiplayer. Anyway, Golf with Your Friends. This is a hilarious miniature golf game with a ton of replayability. The graphics are good, the gameplay is very smooth, and it's just wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful to play. In fact, we just got done with a 3-hour live stream for community night, and we had a blast. At least up until the nipple joke started flying. Then I got uncomfortable, but you'll have to watch the stream to completely understand that. So, golf with your friends. What can you do in this? Well, like I said, you can play single player if you want to. However, you can play online with other people. You can either do random, you can host your own server and have random people join, or you can bring in your friends, that's no problem. You can password protect your server, so only your friends can jump in. That's nice, I like that. There are a number of different modes. It's not typical miniature golf. I mean, you can set it up that way if you want to. But the most basic mode that you can play in this game is everyone takes turns at the same time. So everything is just real-time free play. So it's not like, oh, Johnny's up, wait for him to go. Oh, now Bob's up, waiting for him to go. Oh, now Sarah's up, waiting for her to go. No, it's none of that. You all go at the same time. Collision is turned off by default. But if you want to, you can turn it on and let the hilarity ensue. That is the most basic mode, and there are a number of courses, and what's even better about these courses is that not only are there all sorts of different weird things in these courses, like there's black holes that will spin you all over the place, there's portals, there's boosts, there's tubes, there's water, and this water is something you can actually float in for a little bit, assuming it's programmed to do that. So there's all sorts of different gimmicks in this game that'll, make you laugh and make you go, how can I get around this? But anyway, so everyone goes at the same time in this basic mode. So, and collision is off by default, so it's just whoever can get the ball in the hole, in the fewest strokes, it's typically who wins the game. That's golf for you. Okay, that's the basic mode. Then you get into some weird things, like there's this basketball mode where jump is enabled, and as you hit the ball, whenever you hit the ball's rolling. If you hit left click, your ball will jump into the air, and in doing so, you're going to try and make it into the basket. So there's like a basketball mode. There's a hockey mode. Your ball turns into a puck, and it slides. It's very slippery. It's imagine you're being on ice, even though you're not. It doesn't look like you're on ice on these courses, but it's as if the friction was removed almost. And your goal is to get the puck past the goalie who's guarding this net. And he goes back and forth trying to stop people from doing so. That's probably my favorite mode out of all of them. There's also this party mode where it's sort of like Mario Kart, where these power-ups will appear. And depending on, it's a random power-up. You don't know what you're going to get. One power-up will change every other ball into some random shape. So, one person might get turned into a cone. One person, might get turned into some sort of star or cylinder. And it's just for that one next hit, so it'll mess them up for a little bit. Party mode will let you, it turns collisions on by default, so party mode is crazy. It's just absolutely nuts, but again, it's pretty fun. Now, I mentioned these modes with their defaults, but the nice thing about this game is no matter what mode you pick, you can turn whatever on, off that you want. So if you want collisions on in the basic game, you can. If you want collisions on during the hockey game, you can, and so on. There's so many other options. You can adjust the ball size. You can adjust the gravity, how bouncy the terrain is, whether or not you start off as a specific shape or just give everyone random shapes all the time. There's all sorts of different modifiers. So this is not your typical miniature golf game. The game gives you so many tools to try out different modifiers and have loads of fun. The courses, there's like, I want to say 8 or 9 basic just in the game courses. But this game supports Steam Workshop. So if you want, you can go to the Steam Workshop and you can download creations that other people have created and just have at it that way. So there's a lot of replayability here. I can't speak for the quality of these user-made courses, but I can say that the ones in-game are both tough and fun to play. So there's not much else to say. I mean, this is miniature golf. We're not talking groundbreaking mechanics here. This is just hit the ball into the hole. And I gotta say, like, the gameplay is very smooth. It's just you click and hold the left mouse button. You just go forward a little bit with your mouse, and that's the power meter. And the more forward you go, the harder you hit the ball. It's going to take some time. There's a learning curve to get associated with, okay, how hard does 2 bars send me? How far does 3 bars send me? And so on. Oh, there's a ramp here. How will I get across it with 3 bars? I don't know. Maybe 4. That's just something you have to figure out as you play. There's also a way you can turn on a curve. You can adjust the curve of the ball. Like you can give it a sway either left or right. So if you hit it, like if you give it a left curve, it'll swivel to the left. So you can sort of as if you were playing bowling, you can sort of swivel the ball a certain way depending on what you need. That's tough to do though. The ball is difficult enough to get into the hole. So adding curves to it, and you know, it is just ridiculous. But hey, you do you. So yeah, it's a golf game. It's fun. Better with friends. Again, there is a lot here you can do solo. You can even customize the color of your ball. There's various rafts that you can customize. Whenever your ball goes into the water, it'll turn into something underneath it will keep it afloat. Whether it be a raft or a teacup. You can get hats for the balls that you're getting, but you have to play a lot in order to unlock these things. So yeah, do I recommend this game? Absolutely. I would recommend it with friends, though. Yes, single player, you can totally get away with it. Play, 18 holes, whatever, and then turn the game off. But if you really want to have some fun with this, get a bunch of people over, play it. There's local multiplayer. There's that Steam remote play. So if you have a couple of people in the household and you don't want to bundle next to one computer, you can do the Steam remote play. But like I said at the beginning of this video, there's no package deal. So if you've got 8 friends, every one of them has to buy the game $15 on Steam. That's the normal price. Humble Bundle right now has the game for like 15% off. So if you follow the link in my description and buy it, I'll get a small cut from that. So sometimes you can find the game on sale, which I recommend. But it's just a shame that there is no package deal kind of thing to where, you buy 3 games and get the 4th one, you can gift that key to somebody. That would have been nice. I mean, granted, it's not a deal breaker. I'm just saying it would have been nice. So yeah, golf with your friends, do recommend it. If you're looking for just a casual miniature golf fun, this is one of the best miniature golf games that is out on Steam right now. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I happen to publish. This is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.